making pie crust, and I have a few things I want to show you before we get started. It's called a pastry cutter. This is a rolling pin. We are going to use it for pie crust. However, it has been used as a weapon before. This is wax paper. Whoa! This is a wooden cutting board. And finally, this is my pie plate. I use a 10-inch deep dish ground glass. Here we go. And here are our tools at work, the cutting board, and here's the round pie plate. As you can see, it fits right on the top. Perfect. And now we can put the water over the whole top here, and this is how we get our wonderful wax paper to stick. I spread it around, and here it comes. I smooth it down, and then I begin to cover it with flour. I make sure it's very generously covered. We want it to go all around. I've pre-mixed 2 2/3 cup flour and 1 teaspoon of salt. I admit this is what I'm going to use, butter flavored Crisco. The 1 cup, I already pre-measured it. Now we get to use our pastry cutter. Whoa! I added 6 tablespoons of ice cold water to that dough, tossed it around, then I picked it up and basically just kind of firmed it into a nice round ball, gently pushing, pulling, poking. Then, here's another one of those special tools of mine. I'm going to use this to cut my dough in half because we're going to be making a double crust pie. We're going to move pretty quick through this next section. This is my rolling pin. I never wash this. I keep it filled with flour for about the past 10 years actually. Flattening out my dough disc, and I'm going to roll this all the way to the edges of this cutting board, just pushing gently, firmly, rolling it out to the very edges. Then I'm going to fold it over. I'm going to put out my pie plate, and I'm going to gently but carefully lay it across the pie plate about halfway. Then I'm going to be lifting up carefully to spread it out over the whole thing. Just quickly flip it over. Good. Now I'm going to move it around and place it just so, and voila! Look at that! We did it! Hey! And here are my lovely little red apples. This bite is for Rebecca, because she can look cute even though she's eating something. So here you go. Okay, I'm back. Alright, I'm going to add a full teaspoon of cinnamon. Other people might want to add a little bit of cloves. Any other little things that you like in particular in your apple pie. This is good for us. Pretty plain, pretty traditional. And now I'm going to pour all of these apples, aren't they beautiful, into my pie crust. I added 2 tablespoons of flour, or almost 3/4 cup of sugar, and some lemon juice. And look at it. Nice and mounded over the top. Now we're going to work on covering the pie. We rolled out our second half of the crust. I'm going to fold it over quickly. There you go. Oh, no stick. Wonderful. Okay, I'm going to place my pie dish up here. I can reach well. All right, now I put some butter on there and spread it around. That gives it extra flavor. A little bit of liquid. All right, here we go. Carefully, halfway across. I'm going to lift it up quickly so that it doesn't break apart. All right, look at that. Wonderful. Okay, now we're going to work on some of the finishing details. We're going to put a few air holes in here, and we're going to pinch and flute the crust all the way around there. Just pinching and pushing until we get all the way around. We've got a nice, even, decorative edge. Great, look at it. Okay, my oven is preheated to 425. Here's the pie. Here's the oven. I'm going to set that timer for 40 minutes. I'm going to check it just to make sure. And I'll be back and we'll taste it. Here I am on location. I'm waiting for my taste tester to show up. Good morning to all my friends and welcome to Birdland this morning. I have invited my personal quality control manager to do an apple pie taste test this morning. Joe?
Hey, I really enjoy my responsibility of being quality control manager. You know, there's a lot of responsibility entailed in this job, and you know, I came in special today to do a taste test on Robin's pie crust.
Joe, can you get the pie, please?
Sure.
I don't see it there.
Sure. Here it is. Well, I was a little on a tight schedule, so I had to check it out before I got on camera. So as you can see, there's a few morsels left. You know, I'll have another taste. On a scale of 10, it's absolutely a 9. And I would give it a 10 if I was eating it in Maui.
Hi, it's me again. Don't forget all the special tools. The pastry cutter, the rolling pin, the wax paper, the water on the board, and the deep dish pie plate. That concludes this week's episode of Tasty Tweets. Thank you very much for visiting me and helping me make apple pie.